Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video, I'm covering how I handled resupplies from the Sierra through Northern California during my PCT through hike in 2024. If you haven't watched part one, where I go over Southern California, hit pause and check that out first. It'll give you some helpful context to this video. We're picking up at Kennedy Meadows South, which is mile 702, the gateway into the Sierra. You've recharged, you've possibly grouped up, and you have all the food that you're going to need. This is where the hike changes. Depending on your timing, you might have to deal with a few things or maybe everything all at once. Snow travel, post-holing, river crossings, and some really long food carries up to 7 to possibly even 12 days while still managing a bear canister. So be conservative about your pace here. I overestimated how fast I'd move through the Sierra, and it humbled me. Not just physically, but mentally too. Spending hours post-holing through snow just drains your energy up here fast. We set out from Kennedy Meadows on May 22nd, carrying 7 days plus an extra dinner. So we set out kind of in the evening. That year, the snow conditions were running about 2 weeks early, so it felt like early June, even in late May. By mile 789, we hit a decision point, Kearsarge Pass. It's a 7.6-mile side trail down to a parking lot, followed by a 13-mile hitch into a small town called Independence. We tried to avoid it. It's almost a full-day detour, not a very good resupply, but we were running low on food and just decided to play it safe. The gas stations in Independence, right next to each other pretty much, they have limited options, so if you can avoid resupplying here, definitely try to avoid it. The better option would be Cottonwood Pass into Lone Pine at mile 744.5, or push ahead to Bishop via Bishop Pass, mile 823, which is what we tried to do, but we needed about a half a day more food to be safe. And in the Sierra, the high passes will kind of dictate your speed. It's mostly not safe to go over a pass in the heat of the afternoon when the snow is slushy. Traction equipment like ice bikes and ice axes, for that matter, works great when the snow's firm. So plan on waking up at like 4 a.m. sometimes just to be safe. It really all depends on the weather. Bishop, on the other hand, totally worth it. Grocery stores, gear shops, restaurants, laundromats, everything you need. River crossings up to this point were manageable, but some were a little intense, but still manageable. We met hikers who were knocked off their feet in the next section though. So use trekking poles, cross early, and just team up when you can. After Bishop, we made our way to Mammoth Lakes into mile 906. There's a free trolley that runs from a trailhead, and it's just super convenient. It runs back to the trailhead too. If Red's Meadow's open, then I recommend mailing a box there. It'll save you time and keep your hike flowing. It's just a little bit past Mammoth. Our final stop in this Sierra was Kennedy Meadows North, mile 1016. So congratulations, you're 1,000 miles into your trip. They've got 2 shuttles near the trailhead. We took a shuttle back to the trail and then hiked 74 miles to South Lake Tahoe. Now, Tahoe's a super popular stop. Most people go in at least to resupply and get out. We chose to spend the night. Hitchhiking is usually pretty easy, and we even met a trail angel who drove us in and then back out the following day. It is a little pricey. It's a tourist town, but it's got everything you need: groceries, restaurants, and gear shops. Next up, Sierra City, mile 1195. This town marked the end of the major snow for us. They got everything you need: breakfast spot, general store with an ample resupply, a post office, all within walking distance. It's a very small, compact town. You can even walk back to the trail. No hitching needed if you just feel like some extra miles. After a zero in Sierra City, we loaded up for a longer carry and pushed on to Chester at mile 1331. Good resupply stop, 2 grocery stores, a laundromat, and we stayed at the Almoner Lodge, which was nice, cozy, and convenient. We even debated on taking another zero because of how much fun we had there. Between Chester and Bernie, we hit a gem, a tiny roadside village at mile 1380 with a diner called JJ's. And there's also a gas station there for convenience food. Now, if you stop there, it's totally worth it for the food alone. We grabbed breakfast. It was great. Then there's Bernie Falls State Park, mile 1419. It's a potential resupply point, but it is expensive, so I highly recommend sending a box there instead. Still, the PCT site is nice. There's a PCT hiker specific camp. There's showers, a small deli. It's a pretty good stop. One of the caretakers even invite us for coffee in the morning, and some moments like that, they just stay with you. Next is Dunsmuir, 1502. A local shuttle driver on Far Out helped the hikers get in and out. I mailed a resupply box here, but there's also a grocery store. However, there's no laundry, if I can remember that correctly. Also, skip the bar. It's overpriced and really disappointing in my opinion. Now, if you can, try to get to Mount Shasta instead. Probably a little bit more expensive, but there's better service and amenities. So if you need something, head over there. Getting out of Dunsmuir, we hit a brutal heat wave, so pay attention to the water sources, but don't overload your pack. Fortunately, water was frequent. Then came Etna, mile 1599. We had to go in early due to a fire closure, but even without one, Etna was our next stop anyway. There's great energy there. Laundry, Dottie's Burger Joint. Seriously, the El Diablo burger almost beat our all-time favorite at Murray's in Big Bear, so it's definitely worth the stop. From there, we had to take a shuttle, a Trail Angel shuttle, all the way up to Syed Valley due to the fire closure at mile 1655. Great resupply spot. They also accept packages and they have hot meals. And that's it. Just like that, you're almost to Oregon. So if you made it this far, congrats. This part of the trail is no joke, and you should truly be proud of yourself for completing it. In the next video, I'll cover my resupply through Oregon and Washington and how my strategy shifted as the terrain changed. So if you found this helpful, hit like, click that subscribe button, and drop any resupply tips you may have or questions in the comments below. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you up north.